you want to add Christmas lights to your business, but you don't know how to structure it or what you should do, and some questions that I get asked a lot, and that is what I'm going to address in this video. So I'm just going to kind of walk down the thing of whether you should start a whole nother business for Christmas lights, or should I just add it on to my pressure washing, lawn care, roofing, whatever business that you do. And here's the trick to this here is to understand what you want to do with this business. So first off, if you don't care if you show up on Google, you can do it as a DBA and do it right along under your other business, and it will be fine. You will have no issues. But if you want to show up in Google, you're probably going to have to start it under its own business, because Google is making it harder and harder to set up your Google business profile. And if they have to ask you for your LLC or any of that stuff, or your insurance, and if your name's not on that and it's just an LLC, that likely it will not work. So in the past, you could do it as a DBA, no problem, but Google's kind of come to the thing of not allowing that to happen. So if you want to show up on Google, you're probably going to have to set it up as its own business. Now, you can try to set it up as a DBA, doing business as through the state, but likely of getting it through and not suspended is probably going to be highly unlikely. So that is the first thing for whether you have one business or two businesses. If you can get it under one business, it is kind of better, because then your insurance and your bank accounts and all of that can work with each other. You can do it as a DBA, so that way when you go to the bank account, you can say, hey, here's my bank account, it's going to go into your regular business, and that would be okay with that. Plus, a lot of times you can add Christmas lights on to your insurance. If you started as a business as itself, then you're going to have to get insurance over for the Christmas lights business also. So now you got two insurances that you're going to be running along the way with this here. So this is definitely something that we need to look at as we are growing our Christmas light business. The next thing is, the one is asking how to get to 40K. What's the best marketing strategy? And I would say the best marketing strategy to get to 40K would be probably doing yard signs, networking with your existing customers, start reaching out to there. And honestly, I don't see no reason why you can't get 40,000 your first year. And so that is some ways that you can do this. Now, if you're like, well, Jason, I just, how am I going to do that? And if I want more questions that I need to ask you, if you join christmaslights.io/SP, it is the membership. Every Monday night we do Zoom calls, and in them Zoom calls, a lot of these questions get answered. It's a Zoom call of 20, 30, 40 people all coming in, and so a lot of these questions all get answered all the time, and so it can help you understand and grow, and you can see how other people are doing it in the business also. So those are some things that I would tell you of, as you are, whether it's a pressure washing Christmas light business, doesn't matter, or landscape, doesn't matter. If you want to show up in Google, you will need to do it probably as its own business, unfortunately, and you'll need its own address, it'll need its own website, and it'll need its own phone number. So those are things that you will need to be able to get your Google My Business up and running. So just some things to do. Other strategies, I'm big on yard signs. I would also say Facebook ads. You're going to probably do either Facebook ads or Google ads would be another way that I would do it. And the free ways of doing it is doing Facebook groups, doing Facebook, just being on Facebook and pushing it on Facebook. So those are ways that you can grow. And then obviously my last thing would be go to christmaslights.io for the training. I do in-person training. I have a couple coming up in the fall, and I go one whole day on how to get marketing and how to do it. In fact, this last class, the guy's like, I'm just blown away by what all. I'm overwhelmed a little bit. And so I do go into a lot. I try to break it down as far as I can and as easy as I can. And that the reason why it takes a whole day is because I feel that is the most important part of getting this business to 40 or 100,000. Anybody that goes to my class, I always tell them you can get 30 to 100,000 your first year if you do half of what I say. So it is a lot, but it is something that I would highly recommend you to think about and go check it out. But other than that, if you have any more questions like this, put it down in the comments and I will help you get whatever you may need so that you can grow your Christmas light business. Hope to see you in my next video.